Good day, everyone. I am Alvin Insorio, together with my co-researcher Daniel Macandog of San Pedro Location Center National High School in Laguna. It's our honor to present to you our action research titled YouTube Video Playlist as Mathematics Supplementary Learning Material for Blended Learning. Blended learning in the new normal is a mix of distance learning modalities that aim to promote better instruction delivery. In this modality, students are given learning materials such as modules and other teacher-made materials via a learning management system ahead of synchronous session to have ample time to have self-paced learning. Hence, a synchronous session is done in a limited time to lessen the students' screen time. 1 hour per subject for synchronous session is not enough to cover the 1-week lesson. To develop the target competencies in mathematics, students struggle to understand mathematics discussed by the teacher during a 1-hour synchronous session. This is true in our school, San Pedro Location Center National High School. The student need many discussion and explanation from mathematics teacher to be able to develop mathematics competencies. There must be interventions from the teacher using available resources accessible to the students aligned to their learning needs. For literature review, YouTube provides video learning materials that are easy to access and use for all people with internet connection. The teacher may produce customized video lessons that can upload to YouTube, which may consume anytime. YouTube videos engage the students in learning and developing critical thinking skills. YouTube videos are fun and exciting and increase students' participation. Students are excited about watching YouTube videos if they learn something related to school learning. However, no study had been conducted to measure the effectiveness of YouTube video playlists, particularly in secondary mathematics education in the new normal situation. For the intervention, considering the video watching interests of the students, the study utilized a YouTube video playlist as organized video lessons uploaded to YouTube account of the teacher, shared with the student under blended learning as supplementary learning materials. The YouTube video has the span of 15 to 10 minutes. And after watching the video, the student must answer the activity posted to verify that the student consumed the video. This study aimed to determine if the YouTube video playlist as supplementary learning materials for blended learning is effective or not in improving students' academic performance in mathematics. It's answered the following questions. 1. How are the pretest and post-test scores described in terms of mean and standard deviation? Second, are the mean scores of the pretest and the post-test significantly different? Third, what are the benefits that the student may derive from watching the YouTube video playlist? And the fourth, what are the suggestions for improvement for YouTube video playlist shared by the students to their teacher? Okay, the study followed the cognitive theory of multimedia learning, which aims that in making video, combining words and pictures with good sounds yields deep learning compared with words only. Also, the study flow is under the Plan, Do, Study, Act model with 4 processes per stage. The study follows practical action research design since the main objective of this study is to solve the perceived problem in implementing intervention utilizing the available resources. 100 participants were from the 4 sections of grade 7 students who are struggling based on the result of summative tests and performance tasks from the first grading period. These students incomplete submitted activities in mathematics or students with low scores in the summative test and performance tasks. The first instrument study was a 10-item initial survey questionnaire for profiling to determine the technological capabilities of the students and challenges in blended distance learning. Then, 30-item pre-test and post-test materials, followed by 5-item survey questionnaire and 5-item interview guide question were validated by the master teacher and 2 head teachers. Also, pilot tested was done before the data collection for internal consistency. The first researcher was not related to student participants, while the second researcher was the teacher who implemented the intervention for 2 months. The first researcher was responsible for data collection for survey, data analysis, and a research report. In contrast, the second researcher was responsible for administering the intervention and examinations. Also, a student teacher interviewed the participant to avoid biases in data collection. Hence, researchers' insights were bracketed to avoid influence over data to make the research report objective. For quantitative data analysis, SPSS version 23 was used using the Kuder-Richardson Formula 20, mean scores, Kolmogorov-Smirnov test for normality of data, effect size, paired sample t-test. For qualitative data, manual coding was used for thematic analysis. As a part of the protocol, ethical consideration must be established. Letter of permission addressed the school head and head teachers was sent. Orientation to the students was conducted online. Parent consent and consent form were secured. Then the identity of the participants was not revealed to protect them. Confidentiality data was rest assured. The researchers are committed to share the findings of the study through LAC session in school and conferences. It can be gleaned from the table 1 that the scores distribution of both pre-test and post-test are normally distributed and have homogeneous variances since the p-values from Kolmogorov, Smirnov, and Shapiro-Wilk and Levin's test are greater than alpha level of 0.05. Based on the table 2, the pre-test scores range from 4 to 20, while the post-test scores range from 11 to 29. It reveals that the post-test mean score is higher than the pre-test mean score. Okay, so based on table 3, so the p-value of negative 13.593 signifies a significant difference between the mean scores of the pre-test and the post-test examinations. It means there is an increment in the scores that shows the effect of the interventions made by the teacher. Hence, the coins D and glass S delta signify the practicality of the intervention. Watching a YouTube video playlist affects the student's academic performance, which should be utilized again. Figure 2 shows the benefits the students derive from watching the YouTube video playlist. It justifies that by watching the mathematics videos, students understand the mathematics concept quickly, since the videos were made by the teacher explaining the content lesson. Also, the students were capable of answering the assigned activities and performance tasks. So, based on the figure 3, these are the student suggestions to improve the YouTube video playlists. They ask for more uploaded teacher-made videos with more explanation of the content lesson to quickly understand the math concepts, procedure, and computation. Hence, they suggested having a long video explanation in Filipino and English languages to understand better. The teacher may add subtitles so that the students able to read the exact words from the mouth of their teacher. So for the conclusion, so statistical difference was established, which means the students perform better in post-test examination after consuming the YouTube video playlist. Watching a teacher-made YouTube video playlist helped the student comprehend the mathematics lesson better. Lessons became more clear than before, and the mathematics concept, procedure, and solution became understandable. So the suggestion for improvement were the teacher must upload more videos with longer explanation using Filipino and English languages with subtitle. For the limitation, the study is limited to 4 sections of grade 7 students in one school. Since this is a practical action research, it's recommended to have a school-wide implementation considering the findings of this study in the different subject area. Moreover, the intervention implementation in this study lasted for 2 months only. So it is recommended for the next cycle of action research to have a longer implementation time to see how to sustain the interventions and identify the gaps in teachers' practices. Moreover, similar studies may be conducted in other schools to verify the findings of this study. For reflection, so in making intervention, it's better to make it practical, easy to implement, and interesting in the eyes of the student. Teachers must find ways to listen to the students' voices, help them, and improve their teaching practices. Here's our action plan for the next cycle of action research. And here are our references. Thank you and God bless.